old-fashioned frugal living tips to try today. Hi there, it's Luigi and welcome to Catapult Capitalism, your guide in making smart financial moves for your future. If you enjoy watching our videos, feel free to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get updated whenever we upload a new video. In today's video, we will share with you some old-fashioned frugal living tips that you can try to improve your financial situation. If you dig these kinds of videos, then keep on watching. If you want to learn how to live within your means, cut your costs, and be happy with what you have, you can use some simple and cheap living tips from our wise grandparents. As cities grow, technology improves, and culture changes, the sensible and easygoing ways of our grandparents and their ancestors seem like a way of life from a bygone era that is no longer possible. But they used these ways to save money for many years, so there's no reason why we can't use them now. When you think of an old-fashioned lifestyle, you might envision modest attire, homemade cuisine, and simple living. Old-fashioned life begins with a mindset that values being economical, thrifty, and self-sufficient. Your spending habits would not be influenced by current trends if you follow old-fashioned frugal living practices. You wouldn't buy the newest technology, dress, or car just because everyone else is. Instead, you concentrate on living within your means and minimizing waste. To apply this lesson in your life, you must take good care of your things and keep up with maintenance and repairs. This is true for everything from automobiles to apparel to home equipment. You should also be picky about what you buy. It must be of good quality if it is to last. People that live a traditional lifestyle are also do-it-yourselfers. They want to be as self-sufficient as possible, so they cultivate their own food, perform their own repairs, and sew their own clothes and furnishings. Some of these traditional life habits may appear to be too hard to undertake. You don't have to accomplish everything and live the way your grandmother did. Even if you only follow a few of her frugal living tips, your money account will still benefit. The same concepts that your great-grandparents employed can still assist you in reaching your financial objectives today. These old-fashioned living methods will help you save money, get out of debt, and plan for your ideal retirement. Here are some old-fashioned tips that you can try. Watch less TV. In general, watching television is not a good way to spend your time. After all, it isn't called the idiot box for nothing. A traditional way of life entails devoting your time to meaningful and beneficial pursuits. When you switch off the television, you have more time for chores that can help you save money or acquire a new skill. So cancel your cable subscription and stop binge watching. You'll retain more money in your pocket and do more. Simplify entertainment. Nowadays, it appears we want to be amused rather than amuse ourselves. Does that make sense to you? Going to concerts, plays, and athletic events is enjoyable. However, this type of entertainment is quite expensive, so much so that the bill may wind up being charged to your credit card. People didn't have these alternatives or money to spend in the past. Instead, they occupied themselves at home as a family with basic and free pastimes. If you've fallen into the assumption that you need to spend a lot of money to build great memories and keep your kids happy, you are greatly mistaken. Make simple meals. Sticking to basic home-cooked meals is an easy way to save money in an old-fashioned manner. Our grandparents and great-grandparents would frequently stretch their shopping budget by providing soups and vegetarian meals to their families. You may save money by making meals using minimal ingredients. You can easily find recipes that just require 3 to 5 ingredients online. don't dismiss these modest dishes from an old-fashioned way of life. These recipes are equally as delectable as more sophisticated ones when properly seasoned. Yum! Cook from scratch. When you stroll into any local supermarket, you'll see that the majority of aisles are packed with processed foods that are high in sugar and fat. These meals are not only unhealthy, but they are also rather pricey. Furthermore, many people prefer eating fast food on a daily basis, which surely adds to their monthly food expenses. In the past, most people prepared all of their meals at home, utilizing fresh vegetables and meats. This is not only highly nutritious, but it is also far less expensive than purchasing frozen meals, pizza, fast food, and other processed items. Plan your meals. Your forefathers couldn't just jump in the vehicle and drive to the store for a box of cereal. They had to plan ahead of time to ensure that whatever they purchased would last them for the following month. Meal planning is one of the finest recommendations for stretching your food budget. Planning your meals for the week or the month will benefit you in a variety of ways. The most significant advantage may be the amount of money saved by avoiding last-minute restaurant runs. Your meal plan will always tell you what meals to prepare and when. Your meal plan will also help you save time and money. You'll make fewer grocery trips and be more diligent about using up what you currently have on hand. A meal plan can also assist you in sticking to your grocery list. You'll know precisely what you need and don't need, so you won't have to guess or waste money on useless goods. Making your meals at home also decreases your reliance on eateries, lowering your food expenditure significantly. There will be days when you don't want to cook, and the notion of going out to eat is far more attractive. So be sure to plan ahead of time by batch cooking your favorite items and freezing them. Make sure to divide each meal into distinct containers so you can easily reach your frozen meals when you need them. Also, identify each container with the sort of food included within it, as well as the date it was cooked. Eat your leftovers. Reduce waste to stretch your shopping budget. Once a week, have a leftovers night to clear up the fridge and take a night off from cooking. Don't throw out even a tiny quantity that isn't consumed. Every meal that you do not consume is free food for later. You may microwave them for a fast supper or add a few other ingredients to make a completely new cuisine. Wear an apron. How many times have you gotten tomato sauce or oil on your clothes while cooking? This can result in difficult to remove stains and only adds to your washing load. Consider wearing an apron when cooking in the kitchen to protect your clothes and get the most use out of them. This is how your grandmother would keep her clothes clean and free of stains while preparing meals for the family. The purpose of wearing an apron is not to make a fashion statement, although I bet you could find one that suits your style. It's all about taking care of your possessions so they last a long time. Stock your cupboard with essentials. Keeping basic supplies in your cupboard will come in handy on days when you forget to prepare. You'll always be able to create a fresh dinner if you keep a selection of essentials on hand. Make a list of basic meals that your family appreciates and begin stockpiling the supplies for them in your kitchen. When you see these canned and dried items on sale at the grocery store, you can stock up on as many as you can afford. They have a long shelf life and will last you for many meals in the future. Buy in bulk. If you can locate a business that sells in bulk, you may save money on your favorite food. Rather than buying pre-packaged nuts, oats, and dried fruits, save money by filling up a whole bag for a lesser price. Also, always shop the sales department to load up on bargains. Anything with an impending expiration date can be frozen. Not that you always have to spend money when there's a sale, just check the items for what's appropriate for you. Use potatoes, rice, and pasta in your meals. Your great-grandmother most likely incorporated hearty, low-cost ingredients into her recipes to ensure her family had plenty to eat without breaking the bank. Meat is usually the most expensive component of a meal. You might wind up spending your whole grocery budget on beef or pork if you don't prepare ahead of time. You can try serving plenty of rice, pasta, potatoes, or bread with your meals unless you're on a low-carb diet or have allergies. If you can, your family will be well fed at a lower cost. Regardless of your salary or net worth, these money-saving techniques can help you stretch your budget and reach your financial objectives faster. Adopting some of the frugal living suggestions given above, you could be well on your way to having more control over your money and creating the retirement you desire. And that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, click like, subscribe, and hit the notification icon so you can be notified whenever we upload new videos. Thank you so much for tuning in to Catapult Capitalism, and we'll see you later.